city that is secure, has the best infrastructure in the world, has the best integrated technology, or the city that has the best public transport in place? To answer all of these, we have delegates from all over the world at the Smart Cities India conference happening in New Delhi. I am Pooja Solanki and I am going to take you through the proceedings of this conference. Smart City consultants and experts from all across the country and the globe gave a blueprint for the Indian Smart Cities project at the 3-day Smart City Conference cum exhibition held at Pragati Maidan, New Delhi.
Typically, there are the same three problems. The first of which is around the business model and kind of what you need to focus your city on. Second, related to that, is the brand. So what is your identity to the market and what is the way you position yourself? Also, we see quite a few issues around governance and how you orchestrate disparate and very complicated stakeholders. And the final thing we talk about, and the final thing we see a lot of, is issues around technology selection and vendor management. So if you deal with those three things, you're very likely to have a very good start in smart cities. And I would strongly recommend that anyone getting involved in smart cities looks at those rather than gravitating to technology, and that's where often people start.
We hope to make Lavasa into a full-fledged integrated city, and we have a slightly different way of managing it. The city management is responsible for all kinds of services, unlike the regular city in which the commissioner is only responsible for small part of the services that the city gives, and rest of it is given by other monopolies like the electricity authority and the other set of people. We are responsible for all kinds of services: water, power, sewer, security, roads. So we tend to, manage the city in a much more efficient and integrated manner.
What we are trying to do is to fit indicators we generally use in Europe to the local local Indian context. So we are trying to get closer to the Indian reality, to know deeper the Indian reality, and to choose about indicators we use in European scheme to the Indian reality. I'd like just to highlight that indicators are the base of a methodology to offer simplified representation of complexity of the city, and they are a good tool to decision makers in order to establish priorities in the terms of resources and services in each city.
A lot of people talk about transferring technology from Europe to India, but the key message we try to convey here in India is building partnerships together with Indian companies and make creating impact here. It's not about the technology, it's about partnerships.
As I said during my presentation, and I showed during the movie that we presented on Brussels, the capital of Belgium, Mobile 2040, one of the key aspects for me to be smart and to go for a sustainable city is the mobility of our people.
The smart city has various components, and mobility is one of the very important components. And we have also seen in Europe that if you apply one concept of the smart city in a city, you keep changing various aspects of the city. Like you have seen mobility to 2040, wherein mobility plan was implemented in Brussels, and it changes the complete complexion of the city.
A smart city is all about providing a smart solution to all the problems that a particular city has. And we, as an engineering consulting company, are in a position to provide smart solutions to whatever engineering problems that any city will have.
Smart cities really need to be sustainable. India's cities have a lot of challenges in meeting its resource needs, and ever increasing number of people coming into cities also face a lot of challenges. So we feel smart cities should be livable, and they should provide the basic services to all the people living in it 24/7, and they should be safe places for people to live in, and it is achievable.
Private sector bank for smart cities, we think municipal financing is critical. The amendments of the constitutions now allow urban local bodies to raise funds. So one of the propositions we were thinking is municipalities should go towards credit ratings, should aspire for ratings. In the meantime, banks can give loans to municipals, which could be escrowed. These are SEBI norms that are coming up. And from the escrows, they could be used for specific projects for the municipalities. And then we could offer a put option. If the municipality improves its rating in 3 years, they could refinance the loan with the municipal bond. That will just create the capital markets needed for municipal financing in India.
Whenever there is a new concept which comes in, the tax law should be aligned to the new concept, and it should be a facilitator for the industries rather than being a sort of a barrier for them to do business in India. For example, when we notice the e-commerce sector, which really grew up in a big manner, they are still grappling with the tax issues in India. So we would like to suggest that for smart cities, the government should give incentives for promotion and incentivizing all the stakeholders so that they focus more on developing of smart cities rather than tax issues and going for litigation. That's really the point.
Okay. And you spoke about the GST aspect also. So when the GST bill comes in, do you think that will facilitate development of smart cities?
So to some extent, yes. But what is I think more important is that since the law is still to be drafted, it's important that the policymakers should consider the smart city concept by way of giving some exemptions or benefits in the GST law itself.
When it comes to building a smart city, everyone has their own vision and priorities. So here at the exhibition corner of the conference, I'm going to speak to a lot of companies and brands who have their own elements to showcase. So be it gas, transport, water, or many more. So come along. Smart city is a complex structure, and to plan and develop one, geographical information system, that is GIS, plays an important role as it helps in gathering site information, designing and project management among others. GIS is an important component when it comes to plan and develop smart cities. To explain it further, I have with me Mr. Narendra Thakur of ESRI India. So sir, as I mentioned, that GIS is very important when it comes to planning and developing smart cities. So what do you think, what is the role that GIS will play when the 100 smart cities will be developed in India?
So if you look at GIS, GIS is basically stands for Geographical Information System. It's a technology which will become the underlying technology for different activities within a city development, whether we call it a smart city or it's been in place already. It's being used in our cities in India as well for years now. Whether we talk about planning is one aspect of that, which is the physical planning, which is the urban planning part of it. It's used for master plan preparation, detailed plans. Then it comes to infrastructure planning. When we talk about planning transportation networks, we talk about planning utilities. Then it's used for safe and surveillance, safe cities for surveillance activities. It's used for governance by municipal corporations for grievance redressal. It talks about the city portal. It talks about infrastructure which is available within the city. It talks about different host of applications which are there.
An important component of a smart city is a clean and green environment coupled with a greater mobility. Hence, there's no denying that future of transport is green.
It's a completely green vehicle, zero emissions. It is basically for the first and last mile connectivity, and uses a very high-end lithium battery which comes with a 3 to 5 year warranty. It has a completely European safety certified record, and it meets European safety standards. And currently it's in the process of meeting the Indian safety standards, and we hope to have it out on the roads in the next 12 months. So in the smart city, we'll also be putting up the infrastructure behind this. That will be the charging stations, and we will be connecting various clusters in the city, so that in a couple of years we can have a pan-city rollout of electric vehicles moving from one end of the city to the other.
Smart cities don't necessarily start with technology. It's more about collaboration and cooperation of its participants. We have already seen about GIS, security solutions and green transport solutions. Now let us have a look at the other building blocks of smart cities. Wherever we go or dwell, the major concern each one of us have is safety and security. With the advent of smart cities, one is assured of smart safety and security features in their habitat. Barco, a technology company, has come up with a smart visualization system for the cities of future.
So if we talk about a smart city deployment, we discussed it at the conference session this morning also. While you're deploying the smart city, it's important to manage the operations of the smart city. So the solutions that we are pitching here enable our customers to manage effectively smart city, keep total situational awareness information, as well as the ability to collaborate on a common operational picture.
Global energy needs are set to increase 40% by 2030. Cities consume maximum energy, be it oil, gas or electricity. Hence, a city can only be called smart if it's energy efficient.
7 domains that Shatter work in that include smart energy, smart mobility, smart buildings, water, integration, data centers, and smart public services. In smart energy, our core business is smart grid and automation, flexible distribution, and in smart mobility, we have electric vehicle charging system, traffic management, toll and traffic congestion system.
I'm now going to speak with Mr. N.M. Kakkar of Empress Gas Pipelines. So, sir, tell us what kind of gas pipeline fitting that you have and you would like to devise in the Smart Cities plan.
See, any smart city, the concept is that we should get everything which is usable or which is environment free, less polluting. So this is one source, PNG or LPG. If the PNG is available, pipe system is there and that be connected to the individual house. If PNG is not there, the other answer is LPG.
Correct.
And then LPG, how do you do it? Because LPG cannot be pumped through pipe, being a liquid, as if you have the seed and cylinders in your house. So what we do is we make a gas bag, where we store the cylinders and connect the main pipe with the pressure reducing stations to the particular place where the gas is required. It is in 3 stages. One stage is from gas bank, we reduce the pressure, working pressure, and then second stage is that you reduce the pressure when it is going to the, you can come here, when you are going to the towers, to the individual kitchens. There is another gas reducing station here, where you reduce the pressure to 0.5 kg. And then you go to the kitchen, then again there is a protection here. You reduce it to 28 millibar, which is required to burn your stove.
A city can only be made smart if it has all the components, that is, smart planning and designing through GIS, smart mobility, smart safety and security system, and last but not the least, energy efficiency. are the components of a smart city. To live in a smart city, all of us, all the citizens, need to become smarter too. For more update on cities as well as real estate, stay tuned to Spin TV. Goodbye and take care.